Salt and pepper is one of the most ordered and loved things on the UK Chinese takeaway menu. But there is one that we get asked for all the time. And that is what, Mum?
Salt and pepper squid.
Yes.
Believe it or not? Yes.
Yeah, I think they do believe it. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, salt and pepper squid.
Yeah. Is what?
One of my favourites.
There we go. Right, so first we're going to prep our garnish of spring onions. So, Mum, if you'd like to do that, please. You're just going to take off the dry bits on the outside, just because they're a bit papery, aren't they?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can get a bit slippery.
Just stick into your teeth.
Yeah, cut off the stalk.
Roots.
Oh, yeah.
Cut off the stalk, throw them away, and we keep the roots.
And the end bit as well. It can get a bit dry. 2 stalk for garnish.
Yeah, probably a bit much, but we're just going to take the nicest bits, because, you know, thumbnails.
Cut it thin, all right? As thin as you can get it. If it's not perfect, it's fine. We still eat it. Oh, do you hear that crap? I thought it's a firecracker.
Crunch, you mean?
Yeah.
You just said, did you just hear that crap?
Yeah, crack.
Crack.
Yes.
Crap.
Excuse my English.
That's perfect. We don't need the other one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now we're prepping an onion. Mum's just going to take the root off. And now the top. We're going to only use half the onion.
So we halve it. And get the skin off. Down, 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 and half.
Make them a bit smaller, I would.
Make it smaller?
Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah.
And this one is on?
No, that will do. That will right.
Yeah.
So now we're going to prep some peppers, aren't we, Mum? We want all 3 just for colour, really. We're going to have green peppers, so if you want to do that, Mum.
Yeah, green, red, and yellow. We cut the green one first. Half, yeah? Should we do that half?
Yeah, straight in here.
We're doing slightly smaller today.
Yeah, so Mum's just cutting them into strips and then just cutting them into squares. So we're going to prep our carrot here. We're only going to prep about 1.5 inches worth of carrot. And then we're going to matchstick this, so Mum's just going to come straight across and then turn them into little matchsticks.
Right, so done.
Now we're just going to prep our garlic. Mum's just going to crush them here, and this makes the skins easier to peel off. Mum's just going to take the hard root part off the bottom. You can leave that on if you want, but it is a little bit tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it can get tough.
Just going to slice them across.
Yeah. Turn it round.
And then this is where you dice them up until they're fairly fine. I'd say fairly fine. Not like super fine. You can get away with fairly large chunks. As long as they're smaller than, I'd say...
Not salt, is it?
Yeah, much larger than salt.
Oh, like the rock salt.
Rock salt, yeah, even if you're chomping down on rock salt that thick.
Well, you had to grind it down, I mean, in the grinder.
Even then it's not that thick. But yeah, rock salt size is what you're probably going for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that should be okay now.
Yeah. So we're first going to have to make...
The mixture.
Yes, the mixture. Also, we do have a recipe of this in our cookbook. And if you want to know where to get that, just comment below. So we're going with a little bit of 5 spice. Less is more. We've got some sand ginger here. It's not galangal powder, it's galanga. No L on the end, and no, normal ginger isn't a good substitute. It's a completely different flavour profile. This is more like a...
Subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle, more peppery than anything.
Yes. A bit more mellow, I think. Is that the word, mellow? Can I use the word? Can I use the word mellow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we are going to hit it with some white pepper, though.
Yes. A bit of garlic powder.
And you want that to be as fresh as you can, so there's no lumps or clumps in it.
Just make sure you give it a good old mix.
Yeah.
Why do we like to put an O in it? Good old mix.
I don't know. Does it annoy
Can
you?
anybody? No. A good mix.
Oh, and a bit of black pepper. And this is the black pepper, finely ground. So we're just going to mix this up. Yeah, it smells good.
Yes. Smell amazing.
Okay, so now we've got the squid here. I'm going to pick the thickest one, which Mum thinks is that one.
Yes.
So go on then, Mum. We're just going to prepare one of these. Okay, Mum, go ahead.
Yep.
So Mum's just going to take the top off.
It's the tail. This is the top.
Sorry, wrong way round.
Yeah, they used to have that.
This is where the
head,
face was. The head.
head. Yeah, the tentacles. They took them off. They don't want to be seen. And I'm just going to open it up. Cut it into 4 pieces. There's some bits of that if you like. You can just take it off. It's entirely up to you.
If you are using fresh squid, though, a lot of the time they have a membrane that you'll have to take off.
Yeah.
This you don't need to. Because this is frozen.
Yeah.
And they sell lots of different kinds of frozen ones. We're going to cut these up and then we're going to score them. But you can buy them pre-scored already and pre-cut.
Yes, you could now.
Yeah, frozen that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So down, you make sure your knife have to be sharp, right? I'm just doing one of the way of doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely 4.
Yeah. And by the way, this is Black Belt Barrister's favourite dish. And if you don't know who he is, his links to his channels are always linked below. And he does like law stuff. He really does know his stuff.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Even he knows his squid.
So make sure you even he knows his squid. Even he knows his squid.
Right, we just score it down. You get a pointed knife, yeah?
Sharp.
Sharp, yeah. Just go down that way, slowly. If you are expert already, you can go fast, but I'll just go slow so you can get
An idea.
Yeah, get all the ideas. And then you slant your knife. 1, 2.
You don't want to cut all the way through.
Yeah, that's right.
Until you get to this part, Mum will show me up and prove me wrong. So you don't want to go all the way through, all the way up, until the point you want to cut it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know how to say it.
No, it's fine. I was saying you don't want to cut it all the way through and then you just cut all the way through it like I'm a moron.
You just go.
I can't remember if I said go follow black belt, but do.
It look really fancy.
It's also very 80s.
Well, everything is coming back at 80.
It's true.
You can have a small piece, big piece.
Small fish, little fish.
Yeah.
Cardboard box. If you know the movie, comment below.
Cardboard box? Or living in a cardboard box?
No.
Oh, isn't it the Jim Carrey?
No, it's a completely different movie I'm on about.
Oh,
but
okay.
did Jim Carrey live in a cardboard box in the movie?
No, he was living in a house like a box, isn't it, built for him?
Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all done.
Okay, so now these are cut. We're just going to put some bicarb onto there. I'm going to mix it up. We're going to let this rest for about 10 minutes before we start the next step. Just put it in the fridge and let it sit there for 10 minutes. This is really, really important. You don't want too much bicarb so it tastes sort of like ammonia. But you do want enough so that...
To tenderize it.
Yeah. Now we're going to make the what, Mum?
The butter mix.
Yeah, and we're going to place...
The coating.
Sort of a few good spoonfuls.
Yeah, you need quite a bit more.
I need quite a bit more.
Yes.
Yeah, quite a lot. I'm guessing Mum was going to say.
Yes.
That would be enough.
In here we're going to put some seasoning.
Yeah, there's some salt.
Yes.
Some MSG.
Some white pepper.
Yeah, just a touch. You don't want too much. And we're going to mix this together.
Yes.
And if you've got a spare moment and you've eaten with us before in Minehead, we're doing a competition at the moment, which is a giveaway for a signed copy of our first and second cookbook, a rice cooker, and a Ziangs Food Workshop apron. And 10 runners up will be getting a signed second cookbook of ours. So if you want to enter that, details will be in the description below. And we'll be doing that draw after voting for the Golden Chopsticks close. So if you vote for a street food category, it'd be nice if you vote for us, but you don't have to. 35A is our street food restaurant.
Jiang 35A. Make sure it's Jiang 35A.
Yeah, you don't actually, even though Mum's telling you to vote for us, you don't actually have to vote for us.
I'm just telling you our address, and when you look into it, you must make sure there is a 35A. Jiang 35A. If you didn't see that 35A,
It's not us.
it's not us, okay?
So we will do the draw for this at the end of February when the voting closes for the golden chopsticks. That's 2024. So if you're watching this later than that, you can't enter the giveaway, I'm afraid.
It's not end of February, is it?
I think that's when the voting... Whenever the voting closes, I think
Okay.
that's when it is. I'm not 100% sure. But whenever the voting closes, that's when entries stop and we will do the draw. We came third last time, so
Yes.
hopefully we can get the win this time.
Right, we've got the mixture done.
And we're just going to place our squid into the flour
Yes.
and we're just going to mix this up, aren't we, Ma?
Yeah, just gently give it a coating.
Good coating.
Yes.
You're looking forward to this?
Yes, I am. Place it back to your other plate. You're going to leave it, you still need it again, okay?
Yeah, don't throw this away because
No.
I'm going to use it in a second.
You break an egg white.
Yeah. You just want the egg white.
Yes.
And we're just going to mix that in.
Yep.
In the book, we do use custard powder, which most old school takeaways do, but most takeaways nowadays won't use. But the custard powder adds colour because starch is notorious for not colouring when it's browned or cooking. It also adds sweetness because of the vanilla in it without using sugar, so it doesn't burn when you deep fry it. And it adds an eggy flavour, doesn't it, Ma?
Yes.
So,
Then you place it back into your mixture again.
and then Mum is going to mix it all up.
Yeah.
Coat it all.
Just make sure you coat all of them.
Yeah, you want them with a nice coating on.
Yes.
Okay, so now that's fairly well battered. We'll go on to the next stage of cooking them.
Yeah.
Right, so this is veg oil here, and you want it as pretty much hot. Well, so 180 degrees C, that's 356 degrees, what, Ma?
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Just be careful when you place these in. We're not going to double fry these because it can make them go a bit dry. Many takeaways will be double frying them, but a good restaurant will be making them fresh on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just let it cook.
When they first go in, you want to leave them for a little bit so you don't knock any of that batter off. And
Yeah.
then when the batter is hard on the outside, you can start moving them around.
And stop it from sticking at each other, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's normal to hear that popping sound, okay?
Yeah, that just means it's hot and cooking. Okay, so now it's ready. You can see that it doesn't really brown. That's just because it's potato starch or starch in general, and hence why a lot of places used to add the custard powder. Most places won't add it now.
Some people think that when it's white like that, they're not cooked, I think.
That's not bloody underdone, is it? So we're going to add some veg oil to the pan, or wok, whatever you want to use. When it's hot, we're going to add onions. I'm going to brown these off just a little bit. Then we're going to add a pinch of salt and a pinch of MSG, carrots and peppers. We're just going to cook these off for about 20-30 seconds, aren't we, Ma?
Yeah, just get some colour into it.
Now for the next bit, you're going to have to work fast.
The garlic. You want a flavour, you don't want to burn.
Yeah, so we're just going to literally cook this off for about 15 seconds.
Yeah, ready to put the...
Calamari in.
Yes.
More salt, more MSG,
Cheese. Oh.
and now our seasoning mix.
Season mix. And toss it around now.
And there we go, and that's done. And now we're just going to garnish with some what, Ma?
Chili flake.
That was way too much there, never mind.
And a bit of spring onion.
Just on the top. I am going to try this for you guys at home. I know I'm not going to like it because I really do not like the texture of seafood going after you, Ma.
You never know.
I do know.
You might then find out that you like it in the end.
I do know.
Mm.
Let's find... I went to try and find a small bit. I came up with that. It's nearly the size of my head.
Mm. Again.
Oh.
It's lovely. Delicious.
It's so tasty. There is a slight almost prawniness to that. like flavour-wise, when I bit into it, which was really nice. I love the taste of prawns, I just hate the texture. It's the same with squid. The flavour of the fish in this, I thought it's quite nice. It's just that texture. See, if you don't put the bicarb in, you can't bite through it straight like that. It will be chewy and it will pull itself. You'll bite into it, you'll pull back, and you'll be left with this, nothing but batter. Mum's really enjoying this. Sand ginger does make all the difference, by the way.
It does. You can get it from my web store. Sorry, talking with mouthful. And for those who like the squid. Happy cooking, happy eating.
Take care. Then, we need to know what you want to see as well. So comment below. Make sure you comment so we know what to do in the future. Yeah.
That would be real help.
Yeah. Anyway, take care. Till next time. We're out.